A Chinese girl mysteriously disappears while traveling. Elevator surveillance captures strange behavior, while netizens worldwide eagerly search for her. She was found naked and submerged in a rooftop water tank. Who is she? Why did she exhibit such inexplicable behavior? Today we will share a baffling murder case. A well-behaved girl suddenly goes missing, found dead in a rooftop water tank 19 days later. Suicide or homicide? A segment of elevator footage showing bizarre behavior changed the course of the case. What really happened back then? What secrets lie behind Elisa Lam's death? Let's rewind to 2013 and explore the details of this case together. Elisa Lam was born on April 30, 1991. She was a Canadian citizen of Chinese descent. Both of her parents were immigrants from Hong Kong. They moved to Canada in the early 1990s. They worked in the restaurant industry in the Vancouver area. As the most cherished child in the family, Elisa Lam was also quite promising. She graduated from Mountain Secondary School in Vancouver and then attended the University of British Columbia, majoring in psychology. In the eyes of her family and classmates, Elisa Lam was cheerful and friendly. But a solo trip to the United States would tragically end her life. In January 2013, the 21-year-old Elisa Lam, still studying in Vancouver, decided to travel alone to California, USA. To convince her parents, who were against it, Elisa promised to call them every day and keep them updated on her whereabouts. Seeing her determination, her parents eventually agreed. So Elisa Lam left Canada as planned and traveled to the USA, taking an intercity bus south. On January 26, 2013, Elisa Lam arrived in Los Angeles. 2 days later, she checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. This hotel, known as the Cecil, has a rich history and a legendary story. Established in 1927, it has 14 floors, with over 600 guest rooms. Thanks to its prime location in downtown Los Angeles, it mainly served business travelers. When it first opened in the 1920s, however, by the 1930s, it had gradually become a hub for criminals and gangsters. In 1947, the Cecil Hotel was the site of a notorious murder, when actress Elizabeth Short was murdered and dismembered by the killer. Her remains discarded in a nearby lot. Additionally, notorious serial killers Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger stayed there in 1985 and 1997, respectively. The hotel has also seen multiple suicides. Due to this dark history, it is often referred to as the Hotel of Death. Today, the hotel is still in operation. It has transformed into a budget hotel, similar to a youth hostel, allowing guests to share rooms, perhaps drawn in by its low price. Elisa Lam booked this Cecil Hotel on January 28 and shared a room on the 5th floor with another stranger. However, her roommate soon complained about Elisa Lam's odd behavior, which became unbearable for her. With no other choice, Elisa Lam moved to a single room on the 14th floor. During her trip in California, Elisa Lam kept her promises, calling her parents every day. However, on January 31, an incident occurred. Elisa Lam was supposed to leave the Cecil Hotel on the 31st and head to Santa Cruz. But when her parents called to check on her progress, the phone remained unanswered. Faced with this situation, her anxious parents felt a sense of unease and immediately reported to the Los Angeles police, hoping they could help find their daughter. The Los Angeles Police Department promptly sent officers to the Cecil Hotel to search for Elisa Lam's room within legal limits. After finding the room empty, they brought in sniffer dogs. They searched the building, including the roof. Unfortunately, they still found nothing, as the police had no authority to enter other hotel rooms. They could only visit the hotel surroundings. A bookstore manager named Katie Orpin said she saw Elisa Lam come to buy books. She was very outgoing and cheerful, and very friendly, showing no signs of anything unusual. On February 6, 2013, a week had passed since Elisa Lam went missing. The Los Angeles police decided to post flyers with Elisa Lam's photo near the hotel and online. At this point, the case of Elisa Lam officially entered the public eye. On February 15 of the same year, the Los Angeles police released surveillance footage from the hotel elevator. This 4-minute video caused news of Elisa Lam's disappearance to go viral across major social networks. So what chilling information did the video reveal? This elevator surveillance footage. The filming date was February 2013. It can be seen from the footage that Elisa Lam, wearing a red top and slippers, entered the elevator and leaned toward the elevator panel in a slightly exaggerated manner. She pressed all the floor buttons from top to bottom. At this point, the elevator door partially closed, but it quickly opened again. Then Elisa Lam slowly approached the elevator door and peered outside. She then quickly retreated back inside the elevator. She hid in a corner. It is very puzzling that the elevator door, which should have closed, remained open. A few seconds later, Elisa Lam cautiously stepped out of the elevator. She then made a series of strange movements. She spread her arms wide and kept waving them up and down, side to side in front of her chest. Then she bent her fingers. 15 seconds later, she completely disappeared from the surveillance footage. Meanwhile, the elevator closed its doors, restored to normal operation. The emergence of this video not only pushed the Elisa Lam disappearance case to its peak, but also caused an uproar across major media platforms. Elisa Lam's actions were almost reminiscent of those in a horror film. Yet all of this happened in real life. As a result, many media outlets and netizens interpreted these actions. Some believe she was evading someone's pursuit, and that this person was continuously pressing the button outside the elevator, which is why the elevator doors kept failing to close. Others felt that when Elisa Lam entered the elevator, she showed no signs of emotional distress. Instead, she seemed to be expecting someone to enter the elevator. Of course, all the statements are merely conjectures and speculations. The truth of the matter requires finding Elisa Lam herself to clarify everything. According to reports from the Canadian multicultural television, Wu, a 12-year friend who attended elementary, middle, and high school with Elisa Lam, stated that the Elisa Lam she saw in the elevator surveillance footage was completely different from her usual self. The Cecil Hotel is filled with all kinds of strange people, and the area is rampant with illegal drugs. So Wu seriously suspects that Elisa Lam must have been drugged. Another person claiming to be a friend of Elisa Lam posted a postcard Elisa Lam had sent her online. The card contains not only Elisa Lam's signature, but also some strange phrases. This made the case even more mysterious. Bizarre claims were constantly being discussed, and the Cecil Hotel, where Elisa Lam lived before her disappearance, also drew widespread public attention. Many tourists flocked to the Cecil Hotel, causing a surge in visitors. There were even reports of fully booked rooms, and room prices quickly soared too. But despite this, many local Chinese residents still went to the site to gather evidence. They conducted private investigations, hoping to unravel various supernatural legends circulating online. On February 19, 2013, the Cecil Hotel received complaints from multiple guests. It indicates that the water pressure in the room is too low, and a faint foul smell was detected in the water. Immediately, the hotel dispatched maintenance personnel to check the rooftop water tank. When a technician opened the tank lid, he was horrified to find a female corpse inside. Terrified, he immediately called the police. The police arrived promptly at the scene after receiving the report. The naked female corpse in the tank was positioned head down and feet up, her body unusually contorted, with 2/3 of the tank still filled with water, and the body submerged at the bottom. It was extremely difficult to retrieve. Thus, the police dispatched over 20 additional firefighters to cut open the side of the tank with a chainsaw to successfully recover the body. The deceased was identified as Elisa Lam, a Chinese-Canadian girl who had been missing for over a month. A red jacket, which had appeared in the elevator surveillance, was also found floating in the tank, along with Elisa Lam's watch, room key, and other items. On February 21, 2013, the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office released a preliminary autopsy report, indicating that Elisa Lam's cause of death was accidental drowning. The death date is February 1st. This means from February 1st to when the body was found on February 19th. Guests at the Cecil Hotel drank water contaminated with a corpse for over 2 weeks. The body soaked too long in the water, causing it to become very bloated. The coroner found no visible injuries. There were also no signs of assault. In June that year, the Los Angeles police released the full autopsy report. This 27-page report noted various drugs found in Elisa Lam's system. These drugs are used for treating bipolar disorder and depression. The police deduced that Elisa Lam accidentally drowned due to her bipolar condition. This conclusion left many online users skeptical. They suspected Elisa Lam was a victim of homicide. There remained too many unanswered questions about the case. First, in the released 4-minute elevator footage, the timestamp in the bottom left was tampered with. It appeared very unclear. Experts compared the normal timestamps to the ones visible in the video. The elevator surveillance footage has been tampered with. The speed of some scenes has been slowed down. So why did the Los Angeles police do this? Is there some kind of hidden secret? Secondly, how did Elisa Lam get to the hotel rooftop? Some internet users discovered this through visits. There are only 3 ways to reach the rooftop. The first is a fire escape. The Cecil Hotel has 3 fire escapes. But for a girl to climb such a staircase alone is very difficult. The second way is a locked door. Staff keep the key. The third is the staff passage. This staff passage has an alarm system. If anyone passes through, it will trigger the alarm. If Elisa Lam wanted to reach the rooftop alone without being seen, it would be nearly impossible. Furthermore, how did Elisa Lam get inside the water tank? The circular water tank on the rooftop is 3 meters high. It is 1.37 meters wide and can hold 3,000 liters of water. There is a ladder on the side of the water tank. You can climb up using the ladder. You can also reach the top of the water tank via the raised wall and railing next to it. But this is also difficult and dangerous for a girl. Let's assume Elisa Lam overcame these challenges and reached the water tank alone. Then what follows is the most incredible part. It's important to note that the lid of the rooftop water tank is very heavy. If Elisa Lam committed suicide or accidentally fell into the tank, how was this lid put back on? In June 2013, the Los Angeles police released a complete autopsy report on Elisa Lam. The report contained many questionable elements. For instance, the report did not directly address the results of the assault and fingerprint analysis. It also did not explain how certain analyses were performed. The report indicated subcutaneous blood accumulation in Elisa Lam's lower body. This could likely indicate assault. However, some experts noted that such signs can appear during the deterioration and swelling of a corpse. Additionally, it is worth noting that the conclusion from the original report was undetermined. We can see that the report lists 5 possible causes of death. These are natural causes, suicide, homicide, accidental death, and undetermined. The accidental death was marked on June 15. But 3 days later, it was changed to undetermined. This shows that even the police were very hesitant. To this day, the Elisa Lam case is 11 years past, although the U.S. police have concluded this case. Elisa Lam's family did not request further investigation, but for many people, the circumstances surrounding Elisa Lam's death may hide a huge secret. We hope that one day the truth will be revealed. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.